Alright, so we talked about finding the mean of a distribution. Now I want to show you how to find the variance and the deviation. And they're giving you the formulas here in the book. I would strongly advise you not to do it the way they do it in the book, which is the long way by hand. I would encourage you to do it in the calculator, and I will show you how to do that in just a sec. Some people like to do it the long way, but just because it can be done the long way doesn't mean it should be. Like if you want to go to California, you could either, if you're in Colorado, you can go through a couple of states and get to California, or you can go all the way around the other side of the world through like the Pacific, the Atlantic Ocean and Russia and so on, and you would eventually get there. But why would you do it that way? It's faster to go through the US. Same idea here. So remember the connection between deviation and variance. If you take the deviation and you square it, you get the variance right there. This right here is lowercase sigma. Okay, you might have seen this. That's uppercase sigma, that symbol. Lowercase sigma means population standard deviation, and sigma squared means variance. Okay, those are the formulas, but I'm not going to use those, and I would recommend that you not use them either. Okay, here are the instructions. This is, if you're following in the book, this is on page 195, and it tells you exactly how to do these problems. So from the previous problem, you still have L1 with those personality test scores, and you probably still have the probabilities in L2, and you just have to follow those directions right there. In fact, you probably already have the readouts. So remember, this is L1, this is L2. You go to Stat, you go to Calc, and then 1var Stats. This is on a TI-84 calculator. Okay, remember that your list should say L1 or wherever you store this data right here. And your frequency or frequency list, again, I don't have the calculator in front of me right now, but I believe it says something like that. That should be these numbers. Okay, then you press Calculate or Enter, and you should get the readout. And X bar, we already found that on the last page, that was 2.94. Okay, you're going to have two things here. One of them will say sigma x and the other will say sx. Okay, and this right here, I believe they are telling us that this is a population. This is all the people at the company. So because it's a population, the one that you want to use is the sigma s. That with the s means sample. This right here with the sigma means population. So when you do that, when you find those numbers, sigma x, at least for this example, if I can trust the book, this is going to be, I think, somewhere around 1.27. Okay, so sigma is 1.27, and then if you want to find the variance, you would just have to take that and square it. 1.27 squared comes out to be something like 1.61, I believe, roughly speaking. So that's how you do it on the calculator. That's definitely the easier way to do it.